Hey everybody, Tom Murray tuning in for this Leadership Minute with my good friend Todd Whitaker. You know, Todd, one of the things I've loved about your work over the years is your emphasis on culture. How can educators create the culture in our schools where students will thrive?
Well, I think a lot of educators, sort of do it already, which is helpful. But how do we continue to improve? As good as we are, how can we get better? And one of the ways to think about it is culture is not an event. So we can't do it by having the principal kiss a pig or by having this, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's going to affect climate. But one way to think about changing culture is to change climate. For example, let's say that we decide tomorrow we're going to treat every student with respect and dignity. That changes the climate. If we never stop, that changes the culture. What happens though, if you're going to change culture, is we can't have 3 days out of 4 that we do this, because then the other 4 the culture gets a hold again. The other thing that's essential in changing culture is you never mention culture, you never talk about culture. You have to come through culture through the back door. If culture feels threatened, it gets stronger. I get people call me all the time about doing workshops, and they'll want me to come and do a workshop on team building. And I'll say, great, why don't we call it team building? And that way everyone can vomit at the same time. And it's the same way with culture. We have to approach it in a much more sensitive way to be able to do that. But the reason we have to do it is school's so important. What we do really matters. And we have to have organizations in which the teachers and the students and the community can all thrive and be successful.
School culture absolutely is the foundation for change in our schools. Educators, what are you going to do to continue to improve the culture in your school so our students can thrive?